It's recording, okay. I don't want my glasses on. Hi. So I haven't played... You're watching this... Well, first off, you're not watching this, but if you are watching this, then you have probably just bounced right on from whatever the last episode was, which I guess was like the actual end of the game. So you probably think this is happening pretty soon after that, but no, it's actually been about a year.
Almost
a year, like give or take. Not take, give.
Because
I don't want to think.
KH3 came out what, February?
Yeah.
End of February?
End of January.
End of January, yeah.
29th, I think.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, so pretty much a year. Well,
Yeah.
I guess maybe it took you like a week or something to get
Took me
through
about
the game.
6-7 days to beat it. So yeah, I have been recording the vlog segments all throughout the past year, since April of 2019. But no, this right here, I'm about to get the last Lucky Emblem. I didn't record myself getting all the Lucky Emblems throughout the game. I got about like 48% of them or something like that, I forgot.
Yeah.
And just by playing the game naturally. And just now I blazed through the rest of them and got all of them except one. I didn't record it, so I guess this isn't a complete playthrough. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind just came out a few days ago. And I want to get that, you can get the Oathkeeper, I think, from getting all the Lucky Emblems.
Yeah.
And
Oathkeeper from all Lucky Emblems, and Oblivion from beating Critical Mode.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Fair enough.
But I want Oathkeeper. That was like one of my favorite Keyblades in the first Kingdom Hearts, which is the one that Jamison and I truly enjoyed together. He watched the recordings I did of Chain of Memories, and then he didn't really play 2. He played part of the beginning, and I don't think he even finished the prologue. But yeah, so it's been almost a year since I last actually recorded Kingdom Hearts 3, and I hadn't realized just how little I'd actually touched the game. Like, I pretty much didn't as soon as I beat it, because I just got straight to editing the episodes together. So I'm about to get the last Lucky Emblem, and I didn't record the others, but I kind of almost wish I had, or whatever. But I'm not gonna...
That would have been a lot of
editing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done. You can look it up online somewhere. It probably would have been boring to watch. Gonna get the last one. Wanted to record myself getting the last one. To celebrate, I got some... You can't read Korean, can you? Well, maybe you can, depending on who's watching this. I got some Goo Goo ice cream. There's ice cream in Kingdom Hearts. Everyone eats ice cream, and they sit on the
Right.
clock tower and look out to the sun, and oh, we're 3 friends or whatever, and they eat ice cream together. They beat you over the head with it, and then Ansem the Wise and his young apprentice Ienzo have ice cream together in Birth by Sleep. That's kind of weird. What's that bearded man researcher doing? Anyway, so ice cream. And Jamison and our dad used to always get Goo Goo clusters. And that was kind of a family thing. Our dad really liked Goo Goo clusters. So I ate a lot of Goo Goo clusters. Jamison ate a lot of Goo Goo clusters. This is Goo Goo ice cream that you can find in Korea. Yeah, so Jamison's still not alive. It's weird that it's been a year since I started recording this. I'm just kind of belaboring the point here. How long is this? This will be going on for 4 minutes. This is mostly nonsense. Anyway, I guess you're gonna watch me eat some of this ice cream.
Slowly.
And you're gonna like it. Oh, it's starting to melt. How long I've been sitting here.
I'm just gonna watch you eat this ice cream.
Is there anybody out there enjoying this? Oh, it's
someone out there is probably enjoying it.
After I eat the ice cream, I guess I'll go ahead and get that last Lucky Emblem. Skip ahead to whatever point in the video. Don't.
Watch him eat the whole thing.
He's gonna make a mess. I'm gonna get a plate.
You're gonna get a plate for that ice cream.
It's gonna drip onto something. I don't want it to be my pants.
You don't want to have ice cream pants.
If you're still watching this, you're a true friend or you're my mom. Either way, I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, you should probably move the...
Let's see.
The PS4 is gonna go to sleep.
Oh, thank you.
Oh!
I wish Jamison were alive. I say it's that kind of stuff because it's kind of a joke. It's like he's still not alive. I mean, obviously,
Right.
but I mean, yeah, like I do wish.
Yeah. It's not a joke you'd rather have him be alive. But it's like, it's been, how long now? Like
Year and a half.
a year and a half, and
It's disappointing to me that
Yes.
I'm kind of used to it. Like I sometimes don't even really think about it. Like, or how do I phrase it? It's sometimes it's like I think about the fact that if I wanted to, I couldn't talk to him. And it's like, oh yeah. That maybe sounds really messed up, but I mean, like obviously I spent plenty of time thinking about it.
right.
And I mean, I sat here and made this video series,
I mean,
so
pretty much this whole time you've
this
been
whole
making,
year,
Yeah.
been doing nothing. I've been doing other stuff, but not much other stuff. I haven't put a ton of time into this. You can think whatever you want about it. You can judge me all you want. Come at me. No, I'm just sitting here getting
Come at me, bro.
getting really defensive in this video.
Nah.
No.
You've put a lot of time
Find
into
some
it.
ingredients around here.
It's kind of crazy that this DLC has come out like a year later.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
It's probably really hard.
See.
It's gonna be quite a bit more recording because I'm gonna do every single fight,
Like the
including
data battles?
I'm gonna do all the really hard
Oh,
fights.
man.
It's gonna
Like,
be hard.
All the retries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can edit out like all the times like. And you could like keep in all the times you die, so you can have like a counter for like how many times
Let's
each
see.
boss killed you.
Oh, I should probably say this. I didn't spoil the DLC for myself. I've seen some of the fights, but I like it's data battles,
like
like
the data
whatever.
fights?
That's not. I haven't
no.
spoiled the story stuff for myself. I know what it's about.
Yeah, I think everyone knew what
I
it
know
was
the
about.
the premise, but I don't know what happens really.
Yeah.
So I've intentionally I
Let's
want
see.
just like the main game.
Nice.
I wanted to go in blind.
Yeah. No, I think it's pretty good. I mean, at this point I've played through everything except for
Let's see.
I haven't beaten Master Xehanort's data battle, and I haven't done the secret episode, but I've done the whole Remind scenario. I'd say overall, I think it does a pretty good job of like kind of wrapping things up and like, you know, bridging things together. There was only one point where I was kind of like,
Let's see.
this is kind of weird. Like, I mean, you know, Kingdom Hearts, everything's weird,
Yeah.
but there was one point where I was like, nah, this was kind of unnecessary, but I think overall it's pretty good.
Let's see.
As far as Kingdom Hearts goes. How's the ice cream?
It's good.
Everything you hoped and wished for?
Let's see.
It's fine. The regular Goo Goo clusters are better than this ice cream cone. Nothing wrong with this ice cream. It's just kind of whatever. It's fine.
I never really ate Goo Goo clusters.
Hey, let's see.
I thought I had ice cream under my nose, but I don't.
No.
You can buy Goo Goo clusters at Cracker Barrel, I think.
Let's see.
Oh. Yeah. Cracker Barrel. I think I went to Cracker Barrel the last time I was home.
I bet we'll find some ingredients
I did.
around here.
I don't know where else I'm gonna mention this, but Jamison,
Let's see.
when he was young, our friend Kenny introduced him to the game Devil May Cry. I didn't know what it was called, but I like saw them playing and collecting red orbs, and I thought it was kind of cool looking, and I kept calling it that red orb game.
I bet
And I was like,
really?
"Hey, what's that red orb game?" And then
here.
I would always see promotional material in like GameStop or whatever for Devil May Cry. It might have still been at Babbage's back then, not a GameStop. I don't know. And so I knew Devil May Cry existed. I didn't know the red orb game was Devil May Cry. And I don't know when I knew what it was. I don't know. But at some point, Jamison wanted to buy it, and Jamison, we went to GameStop, whatever that store was, and Jamison picked it out, and it's a mature rated game, and Jamison was like 11 or something, maybe 10.
Was it the first one?
Yeah, Devil May Cry 1. And he was like, it's an M-rated game, but we've played it with Kenny, and it's just like there's some blood from these like monsters you kill, so it's okay. And then she like looked at the case and was really suspicious because it's M-rated, and she cared about what her kids. Jamison was like 10 or something, so she cared about that stuff. Good on her, sincerely. And she like flipped the case
Parents
over.
Should.
Yeah, they
look
should.
at what
They
their
should.
Kids are playing.
And she flipped the case over and saw the character Trish, who's like wearing a really low cut top thing.
Oh yeah.
And she pointed at that and just like gave me a look like, I think Kenny was actually with us, and Kenny was like, there's nothing, like that's not a thing, trust me. And so basically he was saying like, there's no element of what you would expect from a picture like that. It's literally just like the way the character dresses, and there's nothing else going on there.
Right.
So she ended up letting Jamison buy the game, I think. Pretty sure he bought it, yeah. Anyway, I bring that up because I'd always meant to play through the Devil May Cry games for like years, like half of my life, like since I was a teenager. Never really did. And then a few weeks ago, starting about 3-4 weeks, yeah, like really recently, I was really confident Dante was going to get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Me too.
We all know how that turned out. You can go watch our Byleth reaction video.
Right.
I think that's a lucky emblem.
I thought now is the time I need to like appreciate all the references that are going to be packed in with this character. So I played through all the Devil May Cry games, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I didn't play DMC Devil May Cry, like the reboot thing with black hair.
Not like that would necessarily matter if Dante got in.
Yeah, that wouldn't matter. I didn't play that one yet. I don't know if I will, but yeah, I played through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I am not great at action games. I played the Bayonetta games before, and really had to kind of warm up to them. But yeah, played the Devil May Cry games. I don't know where else I'm going to talk about that, but Jamison was interested in that. And I think that's part of why I sought it out and was wanting to play it, because I've kind of like wanted to experience things that I know he liked, but that I didn't do. Now that he's gone. But yeah, Devil May Cry 1 didn't really like. Devil May Cry 2 was terrible. Devil May Cry 3 was good, but it made me really angry because it was really hard. Devil May Cry 4 was fun. Devil May Cry 5 was great.
Right.
I'm gonna eat this ice cream.
I bet you there's a lucky emblem here.
Almost 13 minutes. Doing good. You guys are just dying to see me get that last lucky emblem.
The build up, the wait, even though pretty much everyone's gotten like all the lucky emblems like a year ago.
I know, but
it's just like for the series.
This is by far the slowest way to experience the story of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
Is watching me drag my feet through this playthrough.
Watching you eat this ice cream cone.
There's some who might think this segment is a little bit too flippant to be appropriate to include in this tribute to my brother, but I feel like this is how I would be if I were hanging out with him. Irreverent and talking about stuff like this and being kind of sarcastic and whatever. You don't gotta watch this, you can click away.
Think the snow's deep enough?
You can go back to your Minecraft videos or I don't know, Fortnite.
Let's see.
Whatever the kids are watching.
No one's forcing you to watch this. You know, whenever someone dies, everyone reaches out to him and is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Like, do you mean that? Why don't you watch 40 plus hours of video that I'm gonna make? Can you do that for me?
The next time someone says that to you.
Like, I mean, are you gonna bring me some food? Do you think that because I lost one of my relatives, I can't get food?
Hey, I think that's
If there's anything you need, let me know. Like, you're gonna do my laundry? I mean, I just don't know what that means. I've never
Like-
known what that meant.
Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, it's a nice gesture, but
I guess
I
it's
think
like
a lot of people say it knowing they're not actually going to be asked to do anything.
right. I think it's more of yeah. It's like a gesture and kind of just like I don't know. You have my condolences. And just like I don't know, I guess the meaning would be if there's anything to help take the, take stress off of you, or
Yeah, I know.
and
Like-
so you can have your time of mourning.
What I've
I
always
guess.
what I've always understood that to mean was like, or not understood. What I've always like pictured, I guess, was like a family in mourning. The relative they've lost, the grandfather or whatever, is like still in the bed, and they were like holding his hand and crying and stuff. Where the family's all together, and no one wants to leave the room to go get lunch. And so like they bring us some KFC or something. That's kind of what I've just like the image that's conjured up in my mind when people say that.
So they can eat fried chicken around.
So we can stay in the room and still be sad. I don't know. I don't mean to be morbid. It's just kind of what my brain conjures up image-wise.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly what was.
I know.
Yeah, right. You've done it.
No part of this ice cream is being wasted.
That's right. Getting all your money's worth. How much was that? Like a $2?
I don't know. Okay, I gotta share something. Hold on.
I'm holding my horses.
Oh, I bet that's a great one.
I don't know how much detail it's appropriate to go into, so I guess I won't say the name. But I should probably just put this in the video, because it's kind of relevant to what I just talked about. When I was in high school, when I was a senior in high school, 2006, that's when my grandmother died. My dad's mom. And Jamison and I were watching the Chain of Memories videos that I had recorded for him, so that he would be ready, like he'd be caught up on the story and he'd be ready for Kingdom Hearts 2, which was coming out in a couple months or something, very soon. And our grandmother had been in the hospital, and we pretty much thought she was, gonna die soon. And my parents we went to the hospital to see her, and then we went home early somehow. Someone took us, and my parents stayed or went back out, I forget. My mom called me on their way back and said, "Mom all died." And I said, "Oh, okay." And I guess I'd been kind of prepared for it, and there was like a little... I wasn't like immediately like heartbroken and sad. I was sad, but I wasn't immediately like distraught and crying and stuff. Because I don't know. I don't know why. But so I got off the phone with her, and then I told Jamison, "Mom all died," just kind of point blank. Didn't really prepare him for it, and he didn't say anything, and we just kept watching the video. And I always kind of wondered if I spoiled Kingdom Hearts a little bit for him that way. I don't know how he felt about it. He always said that he didn't like to talk about sad things, but I wasn't trying to be mean, or I wasn't trying to be in his face about it. I just told him without really thinking.
Didn't know how else to put it.
Yeah. And but anyway, our grandmother died, and then this is the reason why I said this is kind of sensitive and I can't go into too much detail. My math teacher in high school, she was one of the best. I've never liked math, but she was one of the best math teachers I've ever had in my life. She was an excellent teacher. And I didn't have my homework done because of the stuff surrounding my grandmother's death and the funeral. And she said, "That's okay, Jordan, take as much time as you need." And she really meant that. She let me take as long as I needed to do the stuff I'd missed and get it to her. And she didn't remind me or keep track or anything, just when I had it. As long as I needed. Which ended up being, I think, more than a week. But,
Let's see.
I went to my grandmother's funeral, and my grandmother's funeral was great because it was very positive and it was a celebration of her life. It was less sad. It felt like she was there because she was always so happy when like the family got together, and we like family gatherings. I would see her just like looking around and smiling at just her relatives, her kids and grandkids and stuff, talking to each other, talking to their brother, talking to their cousins. Like that was what she liked, and that was what the funeral was pretty much. And so it just felt like she was there in spirit. It felt like this is what she was all about, and it was really positive. And I told my math teacher that later on, and she said that's good, that's how it should be. She was really nice, really supportive, and anyway, a few months ago she died in a car accident. She and her husband both. They were both retired. They hadn't been for a few years, and they didn't die immediately. I don't know about the husband. I don't know anymore, but I think didn't die immediately.
Like a hospital.
She was in the hospital and she was on life support, but I think there wasn't really much brain activity or something. Her family made the decision to take her off life support, and she wasn't. I mean, she was getting older, but she wasn't that old. It's weird to think that this lady I saw most of the days that year of my life died that way. Like someone that I knew pretty, is like someone I knew the way I guess you know a teacher, like you're very familiar with them, died in a car accident. And this tribute series is about Jamison, and obviously has been, but sometimes I don't know, I wanted to,
I feel like that was all, related.
I'm not going to make a whole tribute series for like everyone I know who dies, but I figured I'd give her a shout out. I don't want to say who it is just because it might be weird if, I don't know, just it's not my family. Might be a strange thing for someone to stumble upon online if they know who it is, whatever, but yeah, I'll know who it is looking back. I'll remember it, and she was a wonderful teacher and a really great person. And I'm gonna get that lucky emblem now, I think. Thanks for doing your part, camera. 23 minutes, 25 seconds, still going strong.
That's not bad at all.
Alright.
So where's the last one?
The last one is... I gotta look it up again. I found these all on my own without using the internet.
Yeah.
I spent days of my life running through these areas looking at every surface now.
Yeah. I wonder how many people can say they found every single one without the internet.
It's not worth it, man. There's too much life to live.
Yeah. I mean, maybe when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I might have tried to. Because I didn't even really use the internet that much, even when I was playing like Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff.
I gotta go to the island west of this island that I'm on. So there's my ship. I had to relearn how to play this game. Like I'm just coming off of Devil May Cry and how wildly different like the entire control scheme is.
Yeah.
I had to I kept on like using my specials and finishers and stuff when I was trying to just do a regular attack, because DMC is weird and you have to press like triangle to attack, where in every other game in the world that triangle is like menu. Stuff like that. Okay, I think is it this island?
Maybe?
Okay, hope it's this one.
Did it say where?
Yeah, small circle of...
Oh, rocks?
Yeah. Oh no, it's heartless.
Destroy them all in one hit. Oh, right.
Did I level up my ship all the way? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It's still saying next level.
Oh, next level, yeah.
You didn't unlock the Black Pearl.
Oh no. That's another thing.
It's just an extra thing.
Get over here, crabs. What? Oh, they escaped. Did they? No. How do I submerge?
Shoot.
Dive.
Dive,
oh.
L2.
How do I attack? This way. Okay.
How do I do anything?
I don't remember how to play this game.
There you go. Look at all those crabs you're getting. We're just delaying getting that last lucky emblem.
So many episodes of my Kingdom Hearts playthrough were dedicated. Like, I didn't even have a story cutscene in that part of the video, in that episode, to use to make a good thumbnail, because the whole episode was just me like going to these islands searching for crabs, and I didn't want to.
That's basically the whole of this level.
And I trimmed it down some, but like I wanted to show off most of what I did, because I wanted to show off more or less the whole game, and that includes this level.
There it is.
Oh, look at you.
Yep.
Alright.
Take that picture. Should it be a selfie?
Should it be a selfie?
Yeah, X to switch the...
Yeah, maybe it should be. There's Donald.
And you can press L1 to make Sora do something. Wait, it's gotta be yellow.
Oops. Yeah, no. I don't think selfie's gonna work.
Maybe not. Maybe it won't let you get the angle. Oh well. Get Donald walking away.
You have photographed all the Lucky Emblems obtained Mickey clasp.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should
Real
get
quick.
the proof of promises, right? I feel like it.
You better not have lied to me, Bobby. I want you guys to see this great picture I took
Oh,
in Corona Land,
that's right.
in the Tangled World.
While we're here, there it is. Just with this dude here.
Yep. He's happy to be in the picture.
He's seen some stuff.
He's gonna be an important character in a later Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh yeah.
It's Tetsuya Nomura. His plotting his stories in advance to blow your mind. That's
right.
It's
He's the master of masters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly to this other island.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, that's too far.
And I'm pretty sure you should have gotten the proof of promises. Unless I'm missing something. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I've got everything here.
Look up how badly you've lied to me, Bob.
Yeah.
I want to get the Oathkeeper. Now, the Oathkeeper wasn't in the base game, but with the DLC update, and I do have the DLC now, the Oathkeeper is in the game, and the Oathkeeper was one of my favorite Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts 1, and that is the game that Jamison and I really enjoyed together.
Okay. To get Oathkeeper Keyblade, you will need to get Proof of Promise. To get Proof of Promise, beat the original Kingdom Hearts 3 original stories, then collect all the hidden Lucky Emblems. You will need to find all 90 Lucky Emblems in the game. That's it. Maybe it gave it to you, but didn't, for some reason, didn't like... Go to that Moogle.
Where is it?
Oh, it's on that island you just passed. I guess you gotta kill these ships now.
You guys want to see more of this?
Yeah.
Anyone who's like actually watched my entire playthrough and like watched all the gameplay segments? Nobody's watched that. You better be watching this part. I'm talking about important stuff in this part. You better be watching this.
Go talk to that Moogle.
Oops, sorry. Wrong
Don't
button.
hit him.
Oh.
Shut. No? Let me see. Got all
I have all the Lucky Emblems in the
Lucky,
game.
yeah. Emblems. But no proof. Of promises. Update, you do get them when you defeat Master Xehanort.
They gotta beat him again?
Pretty sure it unlocks when you beat the end and save the complete file. Yeah. So you gotta beat Xehanort again.
Oh, okay. I mean, I did it before and I'm higher level now, so whatever.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard. It's just like another, like, well, you didn't quite get it immediately. I guess you can just record you
Yeah, okay.
after you've beaten.
I'll go fight him again, see how I do. Might record it.
Oh, yeah.
Might be fun to watch again, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Might as well talk about, since Master Xehanort's the thing, I forgot his name. The man who replaced Leonard Nimoy as Master Xehanort, I had no idea. He passed away like last July or something. Last June, last July, last summer.
I didn't know either.
2019. I had no idea. So for the Remind DLC, they got Christopher Lloyd of Back to the Future fame to play Master Xehanort. And I couldn't really tell the difference at the beginning. I thought maybe the guy who replaced Leonard Nimoy had just like voiced some of his lines or something. I noticed it sounded different, but I didn't know the voice actor was different. But that is interesting.
Donald is in so much pain.
Every time he speaks. This is cool though, even though it's like gimmicky. I think all the final fights in Kingdom Hearts are like, or at least in the main games, there's always like one of the fights has like a gimmick to it.
I would like to use my item, please.
Oh yeah, he's breaking you while you're using the item, so it's like...
I know what he's doing.
There you go.
There you go.
Beat the crap out of that old man wearing a goat helmet. Oh, we're gonna get to hear him say the line. My favorite line in this game. It's just the way he delivers it.
I might get to see him be a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't all that bad. He's pretty nice. He just orchestrated this horrible plot that had like three young people, like a young person trapped in purgatory for 13 years, and another kid like comatose for 13 years, and another guy forced his way into his body. And
I think like the thing is like he was thinking like big picture kind of stuff.
oh yeah. It was his master plan all along. Everything in the whole series from the beginning was his plan, even though he wasn't even a concept for a character
in the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Tetsuya Nomura. You just love drawing characters.
Yeah.
He should be just relegated to like artist, lead art director, and just don't let him write anything. Here we go.
There we go. Go Kingdom Hearts. Oh man.
There's that iconic look at the sky and lower your fist thing from Birth by Sleep's teaser trailer and actual. All right, you're getting kind of cute with your energy beams.
Yeah, his data battle like poops all over this. He's like shooting all sorts of crazy stuff. There you go. Beat up that old man. It is kind of nice that since Birth by Sleep, you never really get a good chance to beat this guy up.
Yeah.
You get to his Terra once in Birth by Sleep.
Man, yeah, that fight was actually pretty good.
Yeah, where you fight him and Vanitas at the same time.
Where you are the armor.
Oh yeah, and after, yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant. That part was really satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh no. I am darkness. I can't use magic in this form, right?
No, you can't use items or magic. But, yeah.
How do I get my heart back? I forget. Just beat him up.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just fight him.
Or my light back, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. These games don't mean anything.
It's kind of nice you just get to beat this guy up. Even though he's like a freaking 90-year-old man. There we go.
There we go.
Holy! That's a cool kind of shot. There we go.
I love this part.
Expire! Holy crap, the sky's like turning and twisting.
This part of the fight is fun.
It's like getting attacked by all the dudes, having lasers thrown at you.
I honestly don't know what you do about it. Like, I know you can do something, but I don't.
Yeah, well, I think you just kind of endure it.
Yeah, it's great. Oh no. Gallic gun fire! The Brian Drummond Vegeta voice.
Yeah.
So, now that I've had a year to listen to this song a few times and think about it, I don't really like this final battle tune that much. There's parts of it that I like a lot, but there's parts of it that I don't like and don't think should have been in the arrangement at all. And the whole thing just sounds kind of flat and synthy, and I want it to sound more booming orchestral. It's just, it doesn't feel like they went all out on the final boss song like they did with some of the others. There's some, like, oh, it's coming out of my controller.
Yeah, yeah.
Forgot about that.
That is kind of cool. I do think, like, they couldn't have ended it any other way than like this.
I was extremely relieved that the last battle was these three. Like, I didn't want Donald and Goofy to be like, you guys aren't important enough because you're not a cool anime guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like Kingdom Hearts 2's last boss with just Sora and Riku was really cool because it's Sora and Riku. But for the big ultimate final thing,
it's got to be those.
It's got to be Donald and Goofy deserve to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
As much as a fictional character can deserve something.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
it's just it's the way it should be.
It started with them. It needs to end. This story, this whole thing needs to end with them front and center as
like,
well.
Who cares what happens after this? Kingdom Hearts 4, whatever.
Goes off into just non-stop anime nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm not watching this again.
There we go, there's that. Did you ever react to the epilogue and the secret ending?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With where it shows
Yeah.
the people reuniting the Keyblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there.
Okay.
Surprise. Yeah, you got me.
I like the guy who voices young Xehanort.
It's just, you never admit it when you...
And that's freaking Drake
That's because I never
Drake
lose.
Bell from
Oh.
Drake and
Oh,
Josh.
really?
Yeah, young Ericus. So yeah, apparently a game is in development, or it's coming out in this spring that's about
Good
those
game
two.
today.
Plus their two friends.
Yeah, that
That we don't
haven't
know
been
anything about.
revealed.
Me
I guess it's just gonna be like,
as far as you,
you know, show who their master was, I guess.
when the world needs a defender.
Man, I didn't expect this video to become
America's.
52 minutes.
I think all your videos get
Yeah.
around like at least an hour.
You think?
I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to use. Like, I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
I really need to
you'll
show the
chop
last
you'll
battle.
chop off a lot of this, I'm sure.
Although this can be a nice transitional episode into the DLC that nobody actually has to watch if they don't want to. I mean, all of this is nobody has to watch.
Of
obviously.
course, you're just doing this because
Yeah. I might just
'Cause
put
you
it
wanna.
in, whatever. This is like the connective tissue between the end of the base game and the start of the DLC. So on that note, I should probably go ahead and oh, okay. Here we go. I didn't realize this led into this. I forgot. Very well done. I wanted to go back to the final world and collect all the running, prancing Soras.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Da 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 da. You got the Keyblade. I'm just a cringe factory, aren't I? No, Kingdom Hearts is a cringe
They
factory.
touched up that scene.
I'm just. Oh, I skipped it. I could have.
Hey, you'll see it again. They'll play it again for the
In the
DLC
Remind?
bit, yeah.
Okay. Oh, spoilers! Don't watch this. Oh,
They play
goodness.
this as well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They play pretty much the whole ending again. That's the...
Just give me the stuff. Maybe fight the final boss.
Hey, there it is.
Should have just given it to me when I got the.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess... I don't know. I guess they expect you to get it all before fighting him. I like this picture.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nomura, you draw good pictures.
You really do.
Yeah, the stories...
Now that you've chilled out on buckles and belts all over people's
It's all
outfits,
plaid
yeah,
now.
the plaid is all right. You can keep doing the plaid thing. Although I'm not a big fan of Sora's color scheme for his main outfit.
The red
in
and
Kingdom Hearts
black?
3. It's kind of like gray and black and red.
Well, it's got gray, black, gray, black, and
It's
red.
alright. It's just, it's a great outfit, but it's not Sora-esque to me. That's okay.
Glad it has red in it.
It's
Because
got
red's like his color.
if it were like green, or like green and white.
Which is funny.
just be
His
like, who is this?
2 outfit didn't have like any... Well, it did have a little bit of
It
red.
had a little bit of red.
Yeah, it was mostly black and yellow.
I remember when I first saw, I didn't really use the internet much, so like I beat Kingdom Hearts 1, and then there was nothing that announced that Kingdom Hearts 2 was coming out, so I was like just thinking, wouldn't it be great if they made a sequel to Kingdom Hearts, but they probably won't ever do that. And then one day somehow I stumbled upon it on the internet and found, at first I thought it might have been like fake pictures, like promotional art, or no, I'm sorry, like fan art or something. But it was actually real official artwork, and it was like Sora in his black outfit, and I was like, whoa, what's all this?
Yeah.
And then for the next like 3 years I was just dying for it to come out. I think I have to go to the Badlands for the final world. I think.
Yeah, that's right. It was kind of fun, because I went back and like got all the Soras too. Because it's just like, I mean, after a while, it's just like you're missing just a couple, and they're like
Yeah,
just kind of out in nowhere. It's like, okay, how do I get to those guys? Hey!
alright, that was pretty straightforward.
Yep. Power it up.
Oh yeah! Oops. Like, nice pose Sora was in there.
Yeah.
Keyblade Forge. Keyblade.
Keyblade. Where is it? There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Powered up with that fluorite. Question is, do you have Damascus? See, we ought to upgrade it like 3 times. Nope, no Damascus. Same as me. I didn't have any either. But it's okay. I think I upgraded it a couple more times after that.
Can I forge Damascus?
No. You have to go out in space and fire at asteroids.
I remember that. Okay, yeah. We're not doing that.
Nah, it's fine. Equip it. Go on, equip the Oathkeeper. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Oh no, we're gonna get copyright strike from whatever.
Not with you doing...
What I know, I'm just joking. Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Ellie Gould.
Gold.
Whatever.
Gold, I don't know. Put on that sweet Keyblade.
Okay, I
Which
don't
one
think
you got?
we can retire the... No, we can retire the Kingdom Key for a second here.
Yeah.
Have I never examined the Starlight?
No, I guess not. It's a Union Cross Keyblade. There we go. Oathkeeper. So it has light form, and then you keep doing stuff with light form, and you get the double form Oathkeeper.
I've been meaning to record this for basically as long as I knew that I could come back and finish it.
Oh, yeah?
Like close to a year.
Yeah. It's been a while. You just had
okay.
other things going on.
Yeah, well, I knew that I was going to come back to this eventually for DLC, so apparently I never got this.
Hey,
Alright,
nice.
why not?
It'll go towards that Ultima weapon you may never get.
Hold on, what, did I just come from? Okay. Yeah.
Good thing it tells you.
It's hard to tell which one is which when there's just sky all over the place.
Yeah. Gather the phantoms.
Okay, the music in here is one of Yoko Shimomura's best works as far as I'm concerned. Oh my god. There's so many.
Yeah. It's 111. Wonder why that number.
That's how many stars a guy in my 5th grade class, Joshua Mackins, had in Super Mario 64 when I called him one time and said that I had the player's guide and could help him get stars if he wanted to finish.
That
He's an
is
extremely awkward person.
that is super specific. Oh yeah, somehow you can like turn the world. I forgot how you could do it.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Oh my god, this music is glorious.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, this song is Yoko Shimomura is... I want to say she's like the best composer in video games. That's a bold statement. There's a lot of composers in video games, but like Yoko Shimomura is just like godlike.
Even if not the best, she is definitely up there.
Oh,
like top 10 for sure.
I mean, I just can't.
It's like, how does she do it?
Yeah.
Like, how does she have like so many good pieces of music?
I mean, from Street Fighter 2, which I didn't even know she did, to Mario RPG, to all the Kingdom Hearts, to Final Fantasy 15, to probably a ton of other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
probably a
it's
ton of other stuff. We
like
just don't
so
even know.
many iconic things. And she did arrangements for Smash Brothers, and I don't know which ones she did because there's so much music in Smash Brothers, but oh, I'm gonna fall to my death.
I think it'll just spit you
Now I
out
know. Yeah.
somewhere.
Game over.
Yeah, game over.
You have died.
You are, or you are dead.
You died.
Want to use a gold orb? We're like, wait, what?
Okay, you need to stop that, Sora. And I'm free, free fall. See what I did there?
Yeah.
John Mayer, good grief, there's a lot of these.
Yep.
Oh my.
I spent a good while collecting them all. And I can tell you right now, the reward is...
I know it's not. I just want to do it.
Just
Completion.
to do it. Plus, you get to listen to the music. Why not?
Man, wish Jamison was alive. Wish that bad thing didn't happen.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, like,
How many times have you said that in these recordings?
I don't know what else to say, man. Don't do
Yeah.
like. Listen to the dare. How many times do you have to hear it?
Yeah.
I know people make mistakes, but like, don't do drugs. How many times do you need to hear it? How many PSAs at the ends of 90s cartoons do you need?
Right.
And I mean, maybe I'm disrespecting him or whatever. I don't know. Don't do drugs. I love my brother. Don't do drugs.
You think saying don't do drugs would be disrespecting him?
Well, it's just like the idea, like, how many times do you need to hear it, meaning like what's wrong with you? It's.
Oh, saying that.
But I mean,
Right.
when you
But I
think
mean,
of just
it's-
how much like heartbreak and just agony he's
truth.
caused his entire family. I'm not really angry at him or whatever. Like, people
Right.
are any like pseudo psychologists sitting here like watching and nodding their heads, being like, "Oh, it's the grieving process. He's angry," but no, like, it's just kind of exasperation. Like, it's towards anybody who does drugs. So many
Right.
people from my hometown have died from drug overdoses in the past
That's true.
year and a half. Same year as Jamison, 2 other guys I knew personally died, and then another
From the
guy.
same reason?
Yeah, from
Or-
drug overdoses, and
Yeah.
that's 2 more sets of parents who were just heartbroken over their kid they're never going to see again. I'm talking about death because this world is kind of like the edge of death.
Yeah, that's true.
Why that's why I was thinking about like, well, I wish Jamison was alive. Sora's dancing.
You're pretty good at making those connections.
I am excellent at it. Like the ice cream thing.
Yeah. No, like, I didn't see that coming at all.
I'm brilliant.
Like, I didn't see that until you said it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, holy crap.
Well, I've had some practice at like making kind of loose. To be perfectly honest, we had already planned to go get ice cream before I thought about that connection.
Oh, okay.
But I
didn't-
still made it.
Right, yeah.
It just wasn't exactly the reason.
That was pretty good, though.
Yeah. But I've had a lot of practice this past
you
year
can,
of like,
hit that thing and turn it, I guess.
yeah, I'm just trying to collect this guy. I'm just skating.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of practice this past year of like when I go somewhere, like, how can I pick a place or pick a topic that's kind of sort of relevant even if only very loosely, like in some superficial way, to just kind of like kick off the start of whatever topic I'm gonna be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I went to the dog park when Lindsay was walking her dog out there, and I just recorded out there and talked about like pets we had had,
Oh, yeah.
and just, you know, stuff like that.
So you've,
I've
you've had practice.
I've trained my brain to like make these, but I've always just kind of made connections.
Oh, wait, you
in
only
my
need
head.
one more.
Oh, wait. Oh, so you don't actually get all of them?
I guess not. Wait, hang on. I think... No. So now you can leave... Well, you do get something for collecting all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 111 thing is like how many you needed originally for the story.
Well, it should have let me... It should have, like, saved that I got all of those.
Yeah. I forget how many there are in total.
There's some ungodly amount. I mean... Jeez. I hate this. I don't hate this. It's not... It's just gonna take so long, and I'm thinking about, like, my camera's battery and stuff. I hope I can finish before the battery runs out. That's actually kind of a legit concern.
Yeah.
The weird Sora over there. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Sora?
You're swimming through the sky like a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
I paused on the sound, the F sound, because I was gonna say like a bunch of freaky fish, but then I didn't want to say that. But then I had to explain it so people didn't think I was about to say a bad
Butt's on
word.
fire.
Oh no! Oh!
It's like Mario 64.
Sorry to everyone who had headphones on for that.
Yeah. Rip headphone users.
Oh. Am I a funny guy? Am I charismatic? Are these videos gonna make me famous? I have 106 subscribers after, you know, a year of doing this.
I mean,
Gotta start somewhere.
the amount of subscribers has increased.
Am I a cool
Like,
guy?
how many did you have, like, before you started doing this?
I think like 20 something.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It might have been more, but I think it was like, it was either 20 something or 40 something, but I want to say it was like 24 or something. I don't even know who those guys were. Like, I don't know who was subscribing to my random weird joke videos I was putting out every so often. Ooh. 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 Ah, missed him. Hey guys. Free falling. Oh, am I gonna die? Nope. There's a little man down here.
Here's the little man down here.
Oh, can I ride on the rail
Yeah.
too? What are you doing, Kelp?
Yeah. You wanna get the swimming boy?
Oh, I wanted you. No.
No fear.
Ah, this is absurd.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate this.
Yeah.
This is a little bit unreasonable, so I might have actually been making things more difficult for myself by just not rotating it already.
Quite possibly. You just gotta find one of those cubes.
Yeah.
This is an interesting idea for like a level, though.
Yeah.
It's
This was one
interesting.
of my favorite parts of the game.
It's interesting because they were kind of hyping this up before the game released. They were talking about the final world. We had no idea, like,
Oh, I don't remember that.
we had no idea about, like, that was the name of the world. But they were talking about, like, the game's final world or whatever will be something that, you know, like Nomura's always wanted to do, like, even since, like, his time in Final Fantasy or whatever.
Okay, I might actually fall. Nope.
Oh, you can ride that.
Can always go lower.
And everyone was like, wait, what is he... And one of the things, like, one of the directors said was like, you can do anything or something like that. I think it might have been a translation.
It kind of
thing.
feels like it.
Yeah. And everyone was like, wait, what are they talking about? It's like, you can do anything?
Oops.
So they kind of hyped this place up. And I guess this is what they were talking about,
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not what a lot of people
had in mind.
were hoping for, because they probably wanted something like, whoa, everything is explained, or wow, amazing, but
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, I've kind of... He's not gonna explain stuff in a way that makes everyone suddenly, like, realize what a genius
Oh,
he is.
yeah,
This is
no.
just a cool idea.
Yeah.
But it's this is my favorite part of the game. If there were no music here, then I think maybe not, but...
Does the music make it for you?
Music is very important in art, like in movies and games and stuff. Like, it can totally change, like, the tone and meaning of something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Sora's swimming through the sky like fish.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, try changing the...
Yeah. Let me catch him. Gotcha. Hello.
Look at all these guys dancing.
Oh, there's so many.
Look at that guy kneeling down there. What's he doing?
Maybe he's drawing with chalk. Maybe he's sad. Oh, thought that was floor.
Oh, get that square.
This is ludicrous. Look at those guys.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Didn't your mom tell you not to swing on poles in heaven above the sky? Didn't your mom tell you that?
Yeah.
Sora's Naruto running. No, he's not. Yeah, he is.
And he kinda is.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Oh,
Max HP increased.
is that what it is? Or is there more?
That's what I got when I got them all. But I guess you... Oh, maybe there's multiple rewards. I can't remember. I remember getting the last one, but...
Can you look it up?
I did get all of them. And I do remember getting something.
I'm just wondering if possibly they changed it or something, so you don't have to get as many. I feel like I probably just should get them all anyway.
Collecting all Soras was like the first thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Has anyone else found out what happens when you... in Reddit? I spent 20 or so minutes collecting as many Soras as I could for the part where you need to collect 111 silly Sora boys. I found that at each interval of 111 Soras, after the initial
okay.
111, you receive a max HP increase, all the way up to a maximum of 333 total collected Soras.
Okay, so... Well, that's a little comforting. I thought it might be... I mean, that's a lot. Good grief, but... I wonder if I'm gonna be... Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, he says also you can keep fighting Infinite Heartless in that first encounter in the Keyblade Graveyard. Heartless will keep spawning,
Ooh.
so you could farm infinitely there if you want. Oh, at 333 it forces you out.
Oh, okay.
So that's like as
Oh,
many
so
as there are.
So you... Okay.
So once you get the last one, it'll kick you out.
Can you ever come back?
I think so. I think you can collect them again, but
Start collecting Rikus?
you don't. You start it just cycles through all the characters of the game.
Yeah.
You start collecting like a bunch of Yen Sids.
Start collecting a bunch of that guy in my Corona photo.
It goes through the NPCs.
Yeah.
Start collecting a bunch of Master Xehanorts.
A bunch of masters of masters.
Yeah.
A bunch of each Heartless that appears in each
God.
location because it considers them all separate characters.
Yeah, nobodies and unversed.
Like, not even just like this type, but like each one that appears in each encounter, each individual one. Mm-hmm. That's just silly. That's your life of video gaming right there. It's just collecting all those.
This is the types of games you like, though, isn't it? Jumping around, collecting stuff.
I just like Banjo-Kazooie, man.
Yeah. You have fond memories of a game you played in your childhood.
Banjo-Kazooie's in Smash.
It's true. I feel like I probably know that more than anyone else by now.
They don't know it as
Just
much
how
as I
many-
know it.
Based on how many times you've told me.
Bobby and I, on occasion, my mic was falling. Bobby and I, on occasion, will play Smash Brothers online, and we'll give people the double banjo treatment, where we both, well, you might be able to figure out what I mean by that.
Yeah.
We both pick banjo, kazooie. I almost just said banjo, which is a sin. We both pick banjo and kazooie.
Just saying banjo is a sin?
Yeah, it's wrong. Kazooie's there too.
It's true.
Oh, there you swimming fish.
It is Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah. The game title is Banjo Kazooie. And everybody on GameFAQs was always, when people would talk about wanting Banjo and Kazooie and Smash, they'd say, I want Banjo, Kazooie, and Smash because it's easy to say and it sounds good, and it's like no other game is titled that way. It's unique.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I want Banjo, Kazooie, and Smash. Everyone's
it's interesting why it's called
I don't know why.
Banjo Kazooie, because like you got like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. But before any of them, it's not like it wasn't even trying to be different really.
That's true.
It was before any of them. But of course, you say I want Banjo, Kazooie, and Smash, and every contrarian hero on GameFAQs on the internet is just like, it's two characters, right? Banjo and Kazooie. And they like explain how that grammatically works, and I'm like, thank you, Professor.
They got their doctorate in Banjo and Kazooie.
Got their doctorate in wasting my time.
These guys out here.
I guess they did.
These guys having a party out here?
That's the way you said that. I guess they didn't force me to go to their stupid message board.
Yeah, that's true.
I just got a bunch of downvotes on this video from all the people.
All the people on GameFAQs.
From GameFAQs who read my signature and come here and watch this, and they're like, "What? What'd you say?" And they
calling out the people on GameFAQs.
It has a bad reputation, even among the people who like spend all their time. There are people who like are there. It seems like all day, and it's like they constantly check and like post, and I feel like they must because they're like involved in every discussion.
It's been around forever.
Yeah, and like, and even those people like say they hate it,
but yet they still.
I mean, like I'm sitting here saying this, but I check it at least once a day now.
What is it about it that brings you coming back? That keeps you coming
Honestly,
back?
like for a while it was just the karma. It was like knowing that I could make one extremely low effort post, like someone's like says something about what could be in a game and I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, and then like there's my karma for the day. And the karma does nothing, but it's like my account is so old and I made it when I was a kid. Like my info in my account settings is like name not telling and like address 1234 I'm not you'll never know road or something. Like it was me being a little smarty pants. It's pretty stupid. I just realized I have to get 333 and not 311, and now I feel a little bit less closer to the goal than I thought I was. That's okay. But anyway, yeah, it's just I've had the account forever, and so like you get ranks depending on how much karma you have, and you can earn 1 karma per day by just like posting something. And
so that kept you coming back.
I guess.
I guess you don't get all of them.
It increases your rank, so like you can be like an ancient or like a sage. I think I'm a sage right now. None of this means anything. It's actually kind of.
It's just kind of your reputation on the site.
It's kind of pathetic though.
It's kind of like how long you've been posting and stuff.
But it means precisely nothing about the worth of any of those posts or your value as a human.
Because it can just be trash posts.
Yeah. I mean, there's people there who like have extremely high karma and like maybe they're proud of their ranks, but it's like I would consider them barely functioning humans when it comes to like thinking complex thoughts. I didn't have to rotate this place once.
That's true. I just think it's kind of fun to do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sweet.
Got those HP ups.
Still got 2 bars on my camera.
Nice. Got those phantoms again?
No, because I think it'll force me to get 111 before I can leave. Sweet. I mean, do that forever. I'm glad I didn't have to get them all.
Yeah.
That would have been a drag.
I forgot that it kicks you out like that. It felt like I had to get them all, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I went in there to do. I was like, what happens when you get them all?
Man, that was some good music. Alright, I'm gonna save and end this. And then I guess I'm gonna do a little bit more about. I'll record me forging the Ultima weapon later. I just can't do it right now. I don't have the stuff, but I'll.
You're not gonna do all the farming on camera?
Yeah, no. But I'll get the stuff ready, and then I'll record forging the Ultima weapon, and I'll power all my stuff up, whatever, I don't know. And then I'll start the DLC at some point, and more reminiscing vlog-style Jamison content. I'm gonna travel some. I'm toying with the idea of going to Colombia, where he lived, but I'm kind of nervous. But we'll see about that. Okay, let's save my game. I'm gonna save it again, just to make
Double
sure.
save.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
See, you know.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Well, that's a lesson. Definitely recording. All right. So Whew, let me tell you what. I just collected 333 dancing Soras in the sky without hitting record to capture the footage of the game. So I recorded me and Bobby sitting here watching me do it and talking about it. And like, look at that funny man dancing out there. Look at those guys having a party.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
now you're not gonna know what we were seeing,
Yeah.
like precisely when we said that stuff. I
mean,
didn't record me getting the.
People who've played the game have an idea.
I didn't record me getting the last emblem. I didn't record.
You getting Oathkeeper for the first time?
Yeah, here's Oathkeeper.
I mean, of course, there's still the footage of us, the face cam footage. But
Yeah, and I'm gonna use that, but I guess it'll just be nice for you to look at mine and Bobby's charming faces, hear our charming voices. It's gonna be the audio from the. Well, at least I don't have to worry about what probably would have been garbled audio from this Yeti mic that's right underneath me and really close to the TV that's making sound. This is what I was doing. I was doing a whole lot of this, running around collecting. You saw this part if you've watched this far, if you've watched consistently.
Right.
Well, no, you probably, because no one watches the gameplay segments, but if you had, you would have seen this.
Yeah.
Well, so what I did, there's 111. No, I don't need to explain this again because I'm gonna use the whole face cam footage. You just won't see.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I don't need to explain this. If you're listening to this part in the video, you have almost certainly just watched me and Bobby
talking about doing all this stuff and other things.
Yeah.
You had a lot of related things that you talked about as well.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just loop this footage. It's like
Just find an interesting thing that the Soras are doing and just loop that footage.
Yeah.
Just have your Sora standing like in the middle of the circle of dancing Soras.
Yeah.
Or like the ones spinning around poles. No, just take different shots of Sora standing at different locations. Of the Soras doing different things.
You know, if Nomura's wanted to do this for a long time, like in one of his games, I mean, I guess I can kind of sort of see the roots of that with Final Fantasy VII, the part where Cloud has that mental breakdown and Tifa kind of has to reassemble the pieces of his psyche and his mind. That's kind of similar.
Kinda. He did say he wanted to do this since Final Fantasy.
Nomura, and also just all the whole like split identity stuff with Sora. Nomura is just into this kind of thing with like pieces of,
I think so, yeah.
Pieces of people, incomplete people.
Right.
This is just kind of his
shtick.
thing. Yeah. He likes kind of that concept.
Yeah, also I think he likes the ideas of like sleep and dreams and different worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I did like a lot of like looking up about apparently some of the ideas that were supposed to be in like Versus 13 when that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And apparently a lot of the original plot was supposed to have to do with that sort of stuff, like dreams.
I mean,
and
Noctis is like insomnia.
yeah, exactly.
Stella for star.
Like, I don't know how much of that's true. It was a lot of just reading on the internet, and of course people can make things up.
Yeah.
But I did read somewhere that there was supposed to be stuff about that, and and it seems like he may he may want to put some of those sorts of ideas he had for Versus 13 into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, you know, Yozora. Like, the character design, it's just like, that is Noctis. Even, like, Riku's new outfit and design, it's Noctis, you know? It's like, that was like his child, you know? Mm-hmm. And he didn't get to see it, you know, done the way he wanted it. I think he's still kind of bitter about that.
I mean, I would be, because honestly, the game, I know a lot of people, some people liked it.
It's fine the way it is, but
I don't think it's fine. I thought it was a mess.
Like,
I don't think it's terrible, but it is a big, incomplete mess, and it's not what it should have been.
Definitely when it launched, it was definitely like, this is not, like, it's not finished. Like, you could tell. Over time, they've added, you know, DLC and stuff to kind of, you know,
but even that
make it
stuff
better.
is really weird, because it's like, you gotta, like, exit out of your save file to enter this segment of the... It's just
not,
weird.
It's not all a part of the same
It's not cohesive. Yeah. It's just not well done.
It's like a fine video game, is what I meant.
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, like, we're talking about the story, right? I'm saying as a video game, like, with game mechanics,
yeah.
where you play and fight enemies and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I talk about.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
When I'm talking about, like, a video game, yes, the story is part of it, but, like, you know, you can still say it's a fine, like, video game.
What's going on?
And still have, like, you know, a crap story or a very messy or convoluted story. I'd say with Kingdom Hearts 3, it's a perfectly fine video game. Like, when you compare it to, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff, I'd say it's pretty good in comparison. Whether it's better or not, who knows? I don't know. I think it does some things better and other things it doesn't. But, you know, in the story department, it's, you know, it's really messy and kind of dumb and weird. And definitely the pacing is really bad.
I guess I might just do this again. Because I'm already, like...
You kind of want to now.
A good chunk of the way through. I want it to be on camera, man.
Nah, fair enough.
I don't know if anyone's going to actually sit here and watch it, but...
You're doing it.
No one's got to watch this. Fight me.
Nothing matters anymore.
Nier Automata was a brilliant game.
It was. That's a game.
That is a complete game. That is a finished. That is somebody's artistic vision.
Yeah, Yoko Taro.
Makes me want to play the original Nier, but I need to put it on PC.
Yeah.
Put these games on PC.
Put it on PC.
Put your games on PC, developers.
Nier, the original Nier,
Demon's Souls.
Either version or both versions, and Demon's Souls.
Yeah.
Put those on PC. That's like my wish list for PC. Like, bring it to
Put your games on PC, guys. Like, people have computers.
Like, PC gaming is more popular than it's ever been.
Yeah. Please put your game... And it's, like, the way to do it. Then I don't... If I buy a game on PC, I have the game from then on. I don't want to have to buy it on PS3 and, like, oh, PS4, here's the PlayStation, here's the PS4 version on the PlayStations, to buy that again.
Right.
You bloodsuckers.
Like... If it doesn't come out on PC and it comes out, like, on PS4 or whatever, I'll probably still get it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Just because I just want to play it. I've never played the games.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that boat, and I don't feel like buying a, you know, old PS3 game and digging out my PS3
I just like
from storage.
I'm just like catching these falling Soras. I feel like I'm giving them hugs.
Look at them swimming through the sky.
What are you boys doing? Oh, what's he doing?
He's just hanging on.
Hanging on for dear life. He doesn't want to fall up.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Shel Silverstein book, Falling Up? Or
I think so.
I forget which quirky poet that I read a lot when I was a child. And when I say I read a lot, I mean my teachers read it to our class a lot.
Doesn't this kind of remind you of like the, what is it, the 2 Final Mix cover?
Oh, yeah!
Doesn't it kind of
A
remind?
lot of his, yeah, they're standing on poles randomly in the sky. Or, like,
Yeah.
they're standing on like these skinny like pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is okay? So some of the concept art is just things that he's like, wouldn't this be cool if I could somehow make this make sense?
Yeah, I think that's very much what it is.
In the game?
And like I think the sky on the like box art, because they touched up some of the scenes. Like we talked about, the sky boxes were changed. I think some of that kind of is reflective of like the
Yeah. What does Scala ad Kyla mean again? Is it something?
Stairway
sky?
to Heaven.
Stairway
I
to
think.
Heaven. Okay. Stairway to. That's right.
I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. And
Which that's what the area is called
yeah.
in Scala. When you first get there, it says Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, here we're...
Those crazy spinning Soras.
Didn't your mothers ever teach you not to spin dangerously on poles suspended high in the sky?
You'd think they get sick.
What kind of raisin did you guys get? Minute Maid?
Kind of raisins.
Minute Maid. Wait, what did I just say? Hold
Minute
on.
Maid.
What's the brand of, like, there's a woman with black hair and like a red hat and it's on a box of raisins?
I'm not sure.
What's that brand? Sun something? I was gonna say Sun Kiss, but I know that's not what it is.
No.
It's not Sun Kiss. Boom. Let's shake things up. Oh,
It is cool how like it lets you keep
Yeah,
going
it's not a
while it's
cutscene.
turning. Yeah.
yeah, that's nutty.
You'd think it would be.
Because, like, it's changing the physics and the way you interact with all these surfaces, but you
Yeah.
can still move. Yeah, this is a cool area. This should have just been the game. Screw all that story.
The whole game,
Forget all that.
collecting Soras.
I mean, you can
Just make it a puzzle game or
spin
something.
around in teapots to, like, kill a bunch of shadows or just... No,
Yeah.
this is what it should have been, man. This is like an indie game right here that you pay for.
You know, it kind of is.
You buy like for $5 on Steam and you play it for like 2 hours and you're like, that's really cool.
And then you stop playing it.
Yeah. But you feel like you kind of got something out of the experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be honestly like, yeah, trim away some of the fat because I didn't really like most of the Disney worlds. To be,
I mean, I liked them. I think a lot of people crapped on them, but it's just like, I don't know. I like the Disney worlds.
it's not that they were
Fine enough.
bad. It's just that I think.
I feel like a lot of
So-
people just want to get to the Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm kind of over it.
Like, but it's like people complain when like there's not enough of it or something, or if there's like, well, people complain that there was no Final Fantasy,
Oh yeah.
but it's just like, I mean, if there was no Disney, would people be angry?
Yeah.
People are saying that maybe the next game might not have Disney in it. Which who knows? Maybe not.
Maybe it can just have other stuff, like stuff that you don't usually think of when you think of Disney.
But yeah, I think their reasoning, which I mean, they did. It is confirmed. They did confirm that they did model a lot of the Final Fantasy, like the Radiant Garden, Hollow Bastion crew. They did model them
In the base game.
for the base game. Yes,
Okay.
they just didn't use them.
Okay.
Their reasoning was that they didn't. At this point, they didn't really need the Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because at this point, you know, Kingdom Hearts like has enough going for it where it can kind of stand on its own.
That's true. Trying to shoehorn like Cloud and Leon in would have been
Right.
pretty bad, honestly.
But
I mean, that's what they did in 2, and it was not always great. Tifa
Yeah.
showed up, and
they were there.
Tifa was there. And
Tifa was there. It was, I guess, because Advent Children.
Cloud's
at the
story
time.
was nonsense. Honestly, like
Yeah. The thing is, people were saying that they want a conclusion to that. I thought that was the conclusion. Cloud and Sephiroth fight in 2, and then they disappear. You know, they go off to their own world or something. Wasn't that supposed to be the conclusion?
I don't know that.
I mean, it may not be a satisfying one, but I thought it kind of ended there.
That story was nonsense.
Right.
Cloud is, I am the light and you, just Cloud's vague struggle with darkness.
Is it supposed to... You're getting, like, frustrated thinking about it?
Because everything in this series is just, like, vague and effortless and doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe it means something to Nomura.
Maybe.
Maybe it does. Maybe, like, there's something lost in translation between Japanese and English. Maybe.
When you get deep into the specifics of some of the conversations these guys have where it's like, I always thought nobodies were destined to fade into darkness. Yeah, but you and I didn't. We got to meet our original selves, like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's like, what does a normal human being take away from this conversation? Like, what, even symbolically, metaphorically,
Well, like,
what does this
what
say
value?
about the human condition? Because
Is it supposed
this
to?
is very specific.
Right.
Very specific to this thing that nobody can ever experience.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe it just has to do with someone out there related to Roxas or whatever, or someone out there related to, you know, I don't know.
I'm not trying to
Sora
rain
or
on anyone's
Kairi.
parade.
Yeah, no. Like, it is a bunch of crazy, like, mumbo-jumbo stuff.
Like, yeah, I mean, if you like the games, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to make you not like them. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I mean, I'm sitting here playing this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You obviously have...
I have
good memories of playing these games.
I have memories of thinking that it would all add up to something when I was a kid, and I expected
It's all been a disappointment.
I expected people to like have planned stories and finish their stories and not make stuff up as they went, and I expected artistic integrity.
I mean, I just feel like that's just... Unfortunately, not a lot of people plan everything out from the get-go.
Yeah.
I think that would be optimal, but I just feel like for a lot of people that just isn't really possible. I feel like people have like some sort of idea, like a direction they want to go in. Or like, maybe if we continue this, I'll go in this direction.
It's a lot harder to plan. I mean, I've been working on my book for almost 10 years now, and my whole thing is I wasn't proud of any of the short stories I wrote in college. They were just a bunch of nonsense that I slapped together. And they were cohesive stories, but they were also kind of just dumb. Like, and the only reason I had any success with them was just because I am like good at the mechanics of writing and grammar, and I can put sentences together in a way that sounds good. So like I had a good grasp of language in a way that a lot of people really didn't. It sounds like I'm tooting my own horn here, but like writing and storytelling are different. And so I wasn't proud of the stuff I wrote in college, and so I thought for my novel I want to plan it and make sure it's something that means something to me. And here I am, 10 years later, with nothing to show for it. It's maybe someday.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, man.
So, like, I don't think we can necessarily blame Nomura for the story being as, like, messy as it is.
Maybe.
I mean, we can't blame him, right?
Well, I'm thinking about,
it is all him. But
Thinking about the Star Wars prequels, for instance, or not the sequels.
The sequels.
For instance, the Disney Star Wars. They should have planned that trilogy from the beginning.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's just a case of them just going in blindly from the get-go.
Yeah.
I think, of course, like Nomura had a plan and a vision for the first game, you know. And, I mean, obviously he's had his visions for each game, but like his first game was obviously like, this is what I want to do, right? You know. Maybe he had some ideas of what he wanted to do after that, possibly.
Got him. I go get this swimmer here.
But the Star Wars, like, you know,
One more.
Disney sequels.
Is he gonna kick me out again? Yep.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Okay, I recorded it. You know I did it. There we go.
Whew. The Star Wars sequels are just like that is a situation where they had nothing going from the get-go.
Yeah.
They just didn't plan it. There we go. You've got footage. So how are we gonna do this?
I'm gonna use both. Yeah.
Gonna use both?
It's gonna be a long video, and if someone watches this is gonna be the ultimate, I'm gonna go take a shower, but I want to put on a video that's not gonna...
I mean, it's almost like, it was almost like a podcast at this point.
Yeah.
We just kind of went off on tangents.
Well, I guess people who like or are curious about me and or you might watch this video and listen to this video and be like, so this is what he or they are like, or what they think about, or blah, 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 blah. No one's
And if
like,
not, it's just something out there.
yeah, it's, I can listen to it and
Yeah.
I can... Alright, no, it's 3:13 in the morning. So goodbye, guys.
Bye again.
Bye for real. See you next time. It was right around this spot, right here, right before this little staircase going down. Months and months and months ago, I was out here with a couple friends, Ben and someone named Jenna, and we were walking around the lake at night. I walked 1 or 2 laps around it. We were talking about whatever, and something ran out from the bush here, just like ran out really quickly. Right into my path as I was walking. I was already taking my step and it ran right under my foot, and I was walking fast, so I stepped on it hard, and it was a mouse. And so I was like shocked when it happened. I didn't want to step on a mouse, and so I kind of like hopped, because I was trying to like avoid actually stepping on it, but like my foot was already just on the way down. So I looked at it afterwards, and it was like lying on its side, and it was like breathing really hard, like, and it wasn't moving, it was just like breathing really hard. And then a little bubble of blood started coming out of its nose. And I was initially hoping I hadn't hurt it too badly, but it became clear that this mouse wasn't going to get up. It was probably really damaged inside, like blood was coming out of its face. So I made the decision, because it was probably just going to die slowly, I made the decision to stomp it to death just quickly. Felt terrible about that. Didn't want to kill this little creature that didn't understand what was going on, but yeah, killed a mouse, and that was months ago, and that really has nothing to do with Jamison, except as I was walking to the spot where I'm going to record the main part of the video, I was thinking about how Jamison was always so, as a late teens, early adult, he was always so like clinical and objective and emotionless and fatalistic about stuff, just straightforward, didn't romanticize it, and I can just pretty much imagine how Jamison would have responded to that. And that's all. That's really all I wanted to say. I just thought of it, so I thought I'd include it. Today is Friday, November 6th. I thought it was the 5th all day, it's the 6th. But I didn't get enough fall footage. The hike from last video obviously was fall and it was beautiful, but I didn't get enough like deep everything is red and brown fall footage, so I wanted to do some of that before I lost my chance. I didn't really get to as much as I would have liked to last year, because I was waiting a really long time to finish some videos because I was waiting on someone to get me some footage that they never got me. And anyway, so yeah, November 6th. Jamison's birthday is on November 10th. He would have been 28 years old this year. 28. When I was 28, I was pretty happy. I turned 28 in Korea. Got here when I was 27. Turned 28. That was a good birthday. Yeah, Jamison was just about 5 years younger than me. He was, I was born November 25th, 1987. So my birthday is coming up as well. But yeah, he was born November 10th, 1992. And I want to actually record something on his birthday, but I don't know like how long these leaves are going to be, these colors, so I wanted to get this while I had the chance, this footage. So this is going to be a short one because the actual like gameplay portion of this episode is really long. And if you didn't watch that, I would actually highly encourage you this time specifically to watch it, because it was very different from all the other gameplay segments. This, like, I finished the game by now, the base game. And so this episode's gameplay was in preparation for the DLC. I was tying up a bunch of loose ends, collecting a bunch of stuff, like powering up the character Sora and all that before I like jumped into the DLC. And so Bobby was there for a lot of that. And while I was playing, because I wasn't focusing on story or anything, because there was like no story, I was just getting stuff, I talked a whole lot. So in this gameplay portion, especially like this episode's gameplay portion, I actually talked quite a bit about Jamison and memories and feelings and stuff, and all that is kind of wound into the gameplay to such an extent that I almost just left the episode be and didn't even record one of these segments for it, because I thought that episode has a lot of the vlog style stuff anyway. It's like a podcast almost. But nah, I figured I'd attach this. But yeah, I would encourage you to actually go back and watch that, even if you're not into the game. I talk about a lot. And I am on camera the whole time, so even if you do not care about Kingdom Hearts 3, and I don't really blame you, if you like these parts of the videos, then you listen, you pay attention, I think you'll get something out of that segment. I've really enjoyed rewatching that over and over, because I'm there with Bobby, and it's just pleasant to watch me and really pleasant to watch me and Bobby talk to each other. So over the months and months of me editing these videos, I would occasionally just go back and rewatch that one, like the footage that we have there, even though I was nowhere near being ready to release it, just because I enjoy it. Bobby has helped me a whole lot with this whole series and my videos in general. He's a good friend. His so interestingly enough, Bobby's birthday is November 9th, one day before Jamison's. Bobby was born in 1994, so a little bit younger. He's going to be turning 26 this year. I don't want to, like, no one's ever going to replace Jamison. Obviously, like, I grew up with him and he is my brother, but Bobby's my buddy. It's interesting that in this tribute to my brother, I've received so much help from a guy who's like quite a bit younger than me, you know, like what, 7 years, something like that. I don't know. I've talked before. I don't know if I've talked in this tribute series actually. I really can't remember, but I have had a habit of, as an adult, of serial big brotherizing guys younger than me, even if they don't necessarily want it. Because I don't know, like, I don't know if I don't think I am consciously trying to make up for like the regrets I have about like how I treated Jamison. Maybe I am, maybe that's part of it, I'm not really sure. But I don't know, I just have a tendency to do that. Like, I think it made some people uncomfortable. I don't know, I'm kind of awkward and I maybe say stuff that most people aren't comfortable saying or hearing, and maybe before we're ready or before we've like achieved the level of closeness that would make that kind of conversation appropriate in most people's eyes. But like there was I remember when I moved to Seattle and started working at the Target out there, there was a guy quite a bit younger than me. I was 24. There was a guy quite a bit younger than me named Carl, spelled with a K, and he was such a kid. I think he was like 18 or something, and he had like kind of long, almost like emo hair that was kind of in his eyes, and he would always do that thing that kids do, like, you know, teenage boys do, I myself did, where they like have to like kind of move their hair out of their eyes, like without touching it. They would just like move their head like that. Speaking of hair, I got my hair cut by like the guy I usually go to is closed. He's moving his shop to somewhere else, so I had to go to this older guy. When I walked in, he was cutting a bunch of other like older balding Korean men's hair, so I was like, but he cut my hair. I think he did a pretty good job. Anyway, yeah, serial big brotherizing. So Carl, he was really good at getting red cards. If you don't know what a red card is, just go to Target and buy anything and try to check out in the checkout lane. They're gonna push it on you hardcore. Makes their job miserable, their life hell. But Target sucks, don't go there. Okay, serial big brotherizing. Yeah, Carl, he didn't have a car, I had a car. I would drive him home from work quite a bit. He would ask me if he could get a ride, and I'd be like, okay. And so he would like try to pay me back with like Monster energy drinks. And he was like, wait right here, I'm gonna go into my place and I got a 6-pack of Monsters, I'll come bring you one out. And I was like, man, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like I told him like I've moved out here and I don't know anyone, and my family's back in the States, and I have a younger brother and he's something like around your age. And so I told him I just kind of like having someone to know and talk to and help out. And I think I basically like all but told him that I just enjoyed being able to be a nice older friend, brother type figure to him. I didn't say those words, but it's pretty much what I was saying. And he was like, yeah, I know what you mean, or something. And then he ended up quitting that job a little while later, and then I didn't see him too much after that. He was a little bit of an odd duck. He might have just been shy. Carl, if you're never gonna see this. Carl, if you ever see this, if you're out there, if you remember me, I know I probably look older now because it's been like 8 years since then. But hi Carl, how you doing? Hope you're okay. And then when I moved to Korea, like my friend Derek, his birthday, he was the same age as Jamison. He was born in '92, but his birthday was in October, so he was a little bit older. He and I ended up rooming together for a while. Oh yeah, Derek. Delwick. Okay. It's an inside joke with me and Derek from 2015, 2016, whatever, when it started. Yeah, I think I serial Big Brotherized Derek to an extent. Although, with him, Derek and I were more just friends. We were more just bros. And then I don't want to spend this whole time talking about people who are not Jamison, but more recently, Bobby. Just been good friends with Bobby. Talked to Bobby a lot. Happy birthday on the 9th, Bobby. Happy birthday on the 10th, Jamison. Happy birthday to me on the 25th. I'll be 33. 33. Yeah. So this episode, the gameplay is kind of connective tissue between the base game, like the end of the base game, and the start of the DLC. Because I don't do the DLC in this episode, but like I said, I'm getting ready for it. And this is the only episode after the end of the base game, the one right before this, episode 47. This is the only episode that I already had edited together and like basically complete, minus this vlog segment that I didn't even know I was gonna do. Yeah. Aside from the base game, as far as the post base game DLC preparation or just DLC stuff, this is the only one that I have edited together. So I'm gonna finish this one, and I'm gonna, I want to be able to put one out on Jamison's birthday. And after this one is done, I have to actually start editing the actual gameplay stuff together again, which is gonna be quite a bit more time consuming. Because initially I did all that back in like early 2019, right after I beat the game. I spent the entire rest of my winter break doing it. Now that I'm thinking back, like, that took a really long time. Like, that was non-stop. That was my winter. 48 episodes. Like 48, episode 0 plus 1 through 47. Like 48 separate project files. That was hardcore. I think the only reason I was able to do that is because video editing was still kind of a new thing for me, and I was learning it as I was doing it. And I'm still like learning. There's always stuff you can learn about video editing. So like there's a lot I don't know how to do, but at the time I was really new at it, so I was still learning, and it was kind of new and exciting, and I was having to look up how to do stuff. And so it was a lot less, how do I say this? Like, I just wasn't gonna get burned out on it. I was driven by this new thing, and like I had a purpose and I had a time limit. Like I wanted to finish before I had to go back to school. I wanted to finish when I had long days to really like buckle down and do it. And I didn't mind staring at a screen all day, every day, I guess, because I hadn't been doing it as much. Now that I've been editing for so long, I don't know that I could ever be that hardcore about it again. I mean, I guess I could, but I sure wouldn't want to, I don't think. But anyway, blah 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 blah. This is a lot of me talking about myself. A lot of me talking about the behind the scenes meta stuff about this series. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, for this episode I wanted to keep it kind of short, because the gameplay segment is so much longer than usual. It's like an hour and a half. So a few, I had a scattered memory. It's episode a while back, I think it was episode 40, where I just shared a bunch of unrelated, mostly disconnected memories, just memories of Jamison. And I didn't, obviously, like, not every memory I have of him in my life is in those videos, so I remember, or is in that video, so I remember a few more. Wanted to go ahead and squeeze those in. Don't know there's ever going to be a time to like work them into a larger cohesive like theme for one of these, so I'm just going to throw them in. I remember when he was really little, I think we went to Fall Creek. So when we were kids, when I was really little and he was really little, we would go camping some. We'd go to like Piney Campground, and we would also occasionally go to Fall Creek Falls out in Tennessee. And there was this one hotel by like a pond or something that we would always stay at when we went to Fall Creek Falls. I think it was actually like the official like Fall Creek Falls, I don't know the name of it, but it was like the lodge. Like that was where a lot of people stayed specifically for the purpose of like going down to see the waterfall. yeah, so I remember we stayed there, and Jamison was little, and I think it was there that night where he was dreaming, and in his sleep he giggled. He was like, I pooted, and he said I pooted, and that's like been a memory we've always remembered of him, like me and my family. And yeah, I don't know if that actually happened there, but I am pretty confident that this next one happened there. Like we woke up, and it was like time to wake up in that hotel and like go out and see the falls, and he was still sleepy, so we woke him up and he was like, what time is it, 6 o'clock in the morning? Little like 4-year-old kid or whatever, however old he was, super young, just like still really sleepy, and he was like, what time is it, 6 o'clock in the morning? And that's another memory that we've always like held on to and like repeated back to each other. And then I remember when we actually, I think he was a little bit older this time, but one of the times we actually walked down to the waterfall. I really hate this stupid pandemic, like first world problems, because I have it relatively easy and I know people are actually suffering, but I can't go back to Tennessee because of this. Like I can't go visit home because of this. And I would love to actually be at Fall Creek Falls telling this story. It'd be so much better, but I can't because I can't travel. But anyway, I think everyone's just sick of this thing. But anyway, so one of the days that we actually went down to the waterfall. Oh, I'm becoming a YouTuber. I'm doing this. I'm not. I hate that. I don't want to be one of those YouTube guys who like talks like this and is really like fake and overacts and stuff. I think I just have energy for some reason today. I think it's because I've actually been getting kind of decent sleep for once. Okay, I'm gonna try not to be obnoxious, but we went down to the waterfall, and like I said, I think he was a little bit older at this point, like 10 or something. He was taller and like lankier and less of a little kid, and I remember he stood like perfectly centered in front of the waterfall, and he was how do I do this? I'm gonna have to adjust the camera. I'm gonna have to adjust the tripod so you can see this. He was standing like this. I really hope that comes out okay. Like this. It was like something out of a movie. It was like really serious, hardcore. Like he knew he was standing before that waterfall, and he felt like this was just one of the most epic nature things he had seen in his life. And so he was standing there like that, and I don't think he maybe was like fully conscious of it, but he definitely was having like a powerful, like odd, dramatic moment there in his mind. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of cringy. Like I saw it and I recognized what he was doing, and I just didn't say anything because it was just one of those uncomfortable things. It's like, you look kind of goofy. You're not Indiana Jones. You're not like Link from Zelda or anything. You're just like some skinny kid in shorts and like a muscle shirt or something, and you're just standing there. But yeah, he was a kid. He was awed by it, and he just like knew, I guess, what kind of stance someone should be in for like the mood of a scene like that. I don't know how fully conscious of it he was, but I was behind him, and I was. This is a weird memory I've always had, and I'll just go ahead and put it on video here before I get too old and my brain turns to mush and I forget everything. But I was behind him, and I saw him from behind standing like that, and it was just kind of embarrassing. It's kind of cute, like kids do cute things, but it was kind of slightly embarrassing for me at the time. And I was like making my way towards him, and I was like stepping through like shallow water and like over like rocks and stuff. So I was kind of like stumbling as I was getting up close to him. Not that he had approached the waterfall gracefully or anything, but he was just like, he'd gotten to a point where he could stand still. So I've always had, ever since then, I've remembered that moment, and I've always had in my head this weird I don't know how to describe, like almost biblical image of, it's like if you imagine people were just staring over at me, like, what's that guy doing with his camera? If you imagine like what it might look like for like Jesus to be standing resolute and imposing and impressive in front of something, and some lowly, like apostle, some lowly sinner behind him, just like not on the same level as him, approaching and like trying to see what Jesus was looking at, like trying to be a part of this larger than humanity business. If that makes any sense at all, that is the image that I've always kind of had in my head, because I knew how he was standing, and I knew how I looked, like kind of walking carefully and stumbling over the rocks. And yeah, anyway, maybe over-explained that, but whatever, you don't gotta watch this. No one's making you watch this. You can click off it if you want. Yeah, I've always had that memory of Jamison. Jamison as a kid was very impressed by, very moved by this big waterfall in front of him. So, going forward, this series I'd like to try and do a lot of interviews with people who knew Jamison. It was when I went to California last summer and I met Josh. I already like knew about Josh, but Damien didn't have Facebook, and so I actually like didn't know about him, and Jamison had probably talked about him before, but it was a surprise to meet and talk to Damien. And so like hearing Josh's stories, hearing Damien's stories, hearing Judith's stories and the stories of Carl and Dolores, who Jamison lived with, I didn't expect all that. I really just expected to get in the car with Josh and cruise around and be like, Jamison did this here and did this here, but I got so much more than I expected, and it was incredible. Those are some of the best videos in this series I did, I think, and it wasn't anything I did. It was just like I luckily stumbled upon this just gold mine, just this wealth of beautiful friendship memories and memories of people who thought of him as family, as their grandson, and very lucky to have had that. And so a lot of the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 is like really hard optional boss fights. You can challenge all the like the data battles for the organization members, and so I'm gonna do all those. I haven't beaten any of them yet. I have to actually play and record that and beat it, and I'm not good at the game, so that's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna do them all. I'm gonna beat them all. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but for each of those videos I'm thinking I'm gonna try and get some kind of like decent recording setup stateside, like order decent webcam, decent mic, whatever, ship it to my mom's house. I'll figure it out, but you don't need to know that. But I want to try and interview people who knew Jamison, and of course, like anyone who's interested, either of my parents, both of my parents, my grandmother, my Uncle Greg would be great, because Jamison spent like a summer or two out there working with him, like mowing lawns. Greg's son Christopher, like our cousin Christopher, Gunner, if he's around. I don't really even know what Gunner's up to these days, but, and then so yeah, like his family, I would love to interview them and just like do like record Skype calls with them and talk to them and get their memories, maybe memories that I don't remember, or maybe memories that I don't even know, like I don't have stories I've never heard before. And I would really love to hear from some of Jamison's friends that maybe I don't even know exist, like people that I don't know knew Jamison. When Jamison spent the summer or two, or however, he spent quite a bit of time out like mowing lawns in like middle or eastern Tennessee, away from where we lived. There are people out there that he knew, that he hung out with, I guess, that I never knew. I don't know their names, don't know what they look like, and I've talked to some people out there to see about maybe reaching out to some of those people. So the thing is, when I went out to California, it was, and like luckily Josh had the idea for us to go talk to Damien. Damien didn't really like know, I mean, he knew that I guess Jamison had a brother, but he didn't know how to get in touch with me or anything. He didn't Damien, he doesn't have Facebook or any of that, and he didn't. I don't think Damien like hung out with Josh really, except maybe once or twice when they were both with Jamison. So Damien considered Jamison his best friend, and he didn't. After Jamison died, he heard about it, but then he didn't really have anyone to talk to about it or to share memories with about it. Like his best friend dies, and and that was just kind of it. It was like a friend who was from somewhere else and like not quite as much part of the community. Like, I mean, Damien said that like Jamison knew his grandparents and stuff, but I think you know what I'm saying. Like he was happy to meet me. He didn't expect to meet me. Like I didn't expect to meet him. So it's like suddenly like, you know, year and a half later I showed up, and like he didn't know I was going to show up at his work that day because it was just like an idea Josh suddenly had. It's like, oh, we should check and see if Damien's here. But yeah, talking to Damien was great, and I think he liked it too. We've emailed some back and forth since then, and like he's been in touch with my parents. My dad sent him one of the knives that he made. It's really special. I think Jamison would be really happy to know that. And anyway, yeah, what I'm getting at is there are probably more people like that. I would hope. Maybe people out in Tennessee that like Jamison knew when he was kind of spending the summer in that other part of the state. Maybe people like that who maybe they heard that he died and don't know even like who to talk to about it, or it's just like they hear Jamison dies and that's it, because he is so removed from everything else in their life that there's no one they can talk to who would really get it, no one they can share like common memories they have with. It would be wonderful to connect with these people if they're out there and talk to them, and maybe they would like to talk to me too. So that's my aim. That's like, I want to say a sneak peek, but it's more speculative because I don't even know if the people are there, and I certainly haven't recorded any of the interviews or anything like that. Haven't even set up schedules or anything, but that's what I want to do going forward. This series has been chock full of me and my thoughts and my opinions and all that. And I want to say we've got enough of my perspective. In truth, I don't think there'll ever be enough. Like I could always try and unearth more and more memories, but I would just like to, in this tribute to my brother, I would like to round it out as much as possible, beef it up as much as possible with not just me, but just everybody, his friends, his family, just as many perspectives and stories and memories as possible. Just make the most complete tapestry. Is that like a cheesy way to, like, I want to weave in as many Jamison related things as I can. I want it to be varied and complex and colorful and full of his life. And so that, yeah, that's my plan. Yeah. Sure is a pretty backdrop. Hope I didn't cover too much of the sunset up. I will use the sunset footage as the end screen for this video, I think. I gotta say, it's been excellent just living so close to this lake. Like, there's the cafe over there. Like, I've recorded several videos on the roof over there, and I recorded when I first told the story of me and Jamison driving across the country when I moved to Seattle. I was sitting on this, can you see it? This bench, I was sitting there. Pretty sure it was this one. And I live pretty close to this place. It's just awesome that I can just walk over here in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I said I was gonna keep this short, and 28 minutes. I don't guess I've done all that great of a job at that. Should probably cut this here. It's gonna be really long. Oh, I just remembered something else. So right now the election is going on, like the U.S. presidential election, and it's looking like Biden's gonna win. We don't know for sure yet, but like Biden's probably won it. And I haven't shown like every single thing Jamison's ever posted on Facebook in these videos, but one post I remember he made, and it was in 2016 before the election. It was when like Trump was campaigning and all that. Jamison was like, wouldn't it be, he posted on Facebook, wouldn't it be hilarious if Donald Trump actually won? Like, he's like, can you imagine Donald Trump as our president? Yep. A lot of people didn't think that was gonna happen. Anyway, I don't want to really touch on political stuff in this series, but it's relevant. The election's happening, and just remember that. Jamison was obviously not a Trump fan. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this one. For right now, I don't know why I keep doing this. I've done so many takes of me, like literally the past 5 minutes have just been like takes of me trying to end this video. I think I just need to press the record button again and make it stop recording. I'm going to say happy birthday to Jamison on his actual birthday, because it doesn't feel right to say it on a day before as if it's his birthday. So I'm going to do that, but for right now, we're done. Alright, I just remembered something that I have actually been wanting to say. I meant to include it in the previous video, but I just forgot while I was up at the top of the mountain. I'm so happy I didn't like break down my tripod and put everything back in the bag before I remembered this, because I want to put this on video before I forget. So thank goodness. After I spent 5 minutes trying to wrap this video up. Okay, so usually when I dream about Jamison, he's a kid. If you watch my video on my other channel, the video is called Jordan's Dream. Usually when I dream about Jamison, he's around that age. He's like 12. And his voice is still like that. That's how Jamison is in my mind. And then sometimes I remember how he was as like late teens, early adult. But anyway, I had a dream of him. So I had a dream a while back. One of the very first episodes of this series, it was like episode 3? Like technically the 4th video, and no, hold on, it was episode 4, so the 5th video in the series. I went to a cafe near where I live called Nice and Easy. And on the sign underneath the name Nice and Easy, it says in small letters, Nice Bro Cafe. And so my friends and I call it Nice Bro. And we used to, like, when my friend Heather still lived here, often on Sundays she would text me and Bobby, like in the mornings, and be like, do you want to go to Nice? You want to go to Nice Bro? And we'd go there and she would like work on her art. She would like draw and paint. And we would sit there and we would like drink coffee and eat a croissant or something and talk. When my dad visited, I took him to Nice Bro a couple times. My dad he just drinks mostly black coffee, I guess, with maybe creamer that he buys from Walmart or whatever, because he just doesn't want to waste a bunch of money at coffee shops and Starbucks and all that. But while he was visiting me in Korea, we went to Nice Bro and he ordered an iced mint mocha, and he had a sip and he was like, man, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Because he's just not used to, like, it's basically candy. It's like a dessert with like espresso in it that you're drinking. People who like drink that stuff all the time, every day, you get a mocha every day. What are you doing? That's not good. I say that, but like I drink an espresso drink almost every day. Sometimes it's just a latte. It's like milk and espresso, but wow, I'm getting off track. Okay, so early on in this series, we went to Nice Bro, and everything on the menu, every category on the menu is bro. There's espresso bro and tea bro and smoothie bro, and under each bro category you can just see the list of like the menu items that are on that category. And I wanted to go there because my brother, so bro, and so I wanted to record there, and also because I was just trying to pick places to record that are relevant to either the past or something I'm going to talk about, or just my life, because part of the series is like showing Jamison showing the stuff that I would have taken him to, that I would have liked to have shown him. So anyway, I had a dream a month or two back, and in my dream, I was in the house that Jamison and I grew up in, and I was in, so like we shared a bedroom upstairs for a while, but when I was 17, we turned the downstairs TV room, we moved the TV out into the living room, and we turned that TV room into my bedroom, and the room that we had shared became Jamison's bedroom. So my bedroom, I ended up like decking it out with like all the anime DVDs and manga volumes and stuff that I bought. But in my dream, like I said, usually when I dream of Jamison, he's a kid, but in this dream, he was like a teenager. He was or like maybe early 20s. Like he was at the point where like his voice was deeper and he was taller than me. And I was talking to him, and even though we were at that house, it was as if like in that dream I still knew Bobby, and I still knew about the Nice Bro Cafe. And I told Jamison, hey, I just texted Bobby and we're gonna go to Nice Bro if you want to join us. And so in my, dream logic, it's like I can just leave that house, I can walk outside and walk a few minutes and get to Nice Bro Cafe just as I would like in real life. So yeah, I told Jamison like, yeah, if you want to join me and Bobby, it'd actually be really cool to have you like join us at Nice Bro, which is this thing that I always go do. Like Bobby and I go to Nice Bro all the time, and Ben as well whenever Ben visits. So and Jamison, I forget what he said. I think he seemed open to it, and then somehow in the dream, I suddenly remembered or realized that I might be dreaming. But like sometimes you can kind of halfway realize you're in a dream, but not enough to actually wake up. Does that make sense? I don't know if maybe it doesn't happen to everyone, but like there was a time when I was working at Starbucks and I was still new at the job and it was really hard, and I dreamed that I was on bar and just like making a ton of frappuccinos, and the orders just kept coming, and so I was just like focused on getting them out as fast as I could, and I was so stressed, and at some point I realized that I was in a dream like halfway, but I didn't realize it enough to like realize that this didn't matter. So I'm making the frappuccinos, I'm super focused, and I'm getting them out, and then I realize I'm in a dream, and then I'm like, doesn't matter, gotta get these drinks out, and I just kept making them. And I woke up and thought that was hilarious. But so anyway, in this dream, I invite Jamison to Nice Bro. He says something about being open to it, and then I realize that I'm dreaming, but not enough to actually wake up. And I realize that Jamison, I don't know how to explain this, like I'm not 100% sure I'm dreaming, but like it's like I remembered that Jamison was dead. And I wasn't sure about it, but I was pretty sure because Jamison was in the room with me right there in front of me, and I was talking to him. So it's like he's there, but I remembered him being dead, and so I'm like, I think he might be dead. And I was thinking like, if he's dead, that means this isn't real and this is a dream. But I didn't wake up, so that realization set in, and I started crying. And I told Jamison, like, Jamison, I think maybe this isn't real. I think maybe this is a dream, and I think you might be dead. And so I don't know if I'm actually talking to you, but if I am talking to you, then I'm sorry. And I hugged him, like I hugged him really tight, and I was like sobbing, and I was just like, I don't even know if you're really here feeling this, Jamison, but if by any chance you are, I just want you to know how sorry I am for how I was when we were younger. And he engaged with that. He like hugged me back. I don't remember what he said, but he might not, dream logic, like just kind of stuff, it's like you infer stuff, it's like it fills in the gaps even if I don't know. So Jamison seemed receptive to what I was saying, but of course that was most likely just my brain conjuring up a Jamison to be in my dream. But yeah, just on the off, like people say that after you lose a loved one, they visit you in a dream. My mom has asked, like, she's phrased it before as wanting Jamison to visit her in a dream. And I mean, like, no one really knows anything, I guess. Like, if there's something metaphysical or like spiritual about any of this, we don't really know. I don't know that we can really confirm it for sure. So it might just be like our brain doing stuff, or it might be that Jamison can spiritually visit us in dreams. And I don't really think that's likely, but I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put that on camera before I forgot about it someday. That I invited Jamison to Nice Bro Cafe. How nice it would have been for me to be able to go. Like, I always, when I was older, I tried to. I wanted Jamison to like hang out with me and my friends and do stuff with us and be into the stuff we were into. Like, I wanted to be a good influence. I wanted us to be like friends as brothers. And so like I invited him to my apartment when I first moved out of my parents' house, and like, you know, we watched a few episodes of One Piece on DVD together, like with me, Jamison, I think Gunner as well. And I invited him to some of the parties my friends threw in college. Like, my friends' college parties were like Smash Brothers and Rock Band. It wasn't like drinking or anything. And he actually came to one or two of those and just kind of stood like in the background and watched me play DDR and drew. Now, he was a little awkward and shy, but he drew a picture of Pennywise the Clown from It on the inside of an empty pizza box. And later he told my mom, like, Jordan's pretty good at DDR or something. But yeah, I tried to include Jamison and stuff, and so yeah, it would have been nice to go to Nice Bro with them. Like, imagining me and my friend Bobby and Jamison going to Nice Bro and getting a coffee and just sitting down and hanging out is beautiful. Like, it's, if I could draw, I would probably draw a picture of that and just look at it fondly, just like as a what if scenario, of him being able to tag along and these things I do in my life, these day-to-day, like, of course the big things. If he could have gone with me on that amazing hike up Saraksan, like, that would have been awesome too. But even just the little day-to-day things, just like hanging out in my room, watching YouTube, going for a walk out here by the lake, going to Nice Bro, sitting down and drinking coffee and just talking about whatever. It would be great if, you know, if he could be included in my life like that. So yeah, in my dream, that's what I was trying to do. I was like hopeful, and then realized that he wasn't there, and or realized that this was probably a dream, I should say. If by any chance the afterlife involves him as a spirit being able to perceive my thoughts and feelings that I want him to perceive, if heaven is like that, if any of that is possible and the case, and if Jamison was an atheist and didn't believe in God and rejected a lot of that stuff, and it's possible he didn't go to heaven, and that's something that no one likes to think about for their family who's died. But if I've prayed to God before to have mercy on Jamison. I don't want to get into all this, like, I can't know for sure. But yeah, I'm just saying, if it is at all possible for him to like perceive what I want him to perceive and know what gestures I'm making towards him, and maybe visit people in dreams, it would be nice to think that when I hugged him, he felt that hug, and like when I was crying and you know, like told him I was sorry, even though I've apologized to him before when he was alive. It just like I really gotta stop doing this. I would love for him to know, like really, really hardcore know now that I really love him and that I really want him to know that I love him. My mom always tells me like that she loves me like a million times a day, and she always explains to me like, I know you know, but I still have to tell you because I don't want you to ever doubt it. And sometimes in the past I've thought at a certain point those I love yous stop being for me, they start being more for her and more for her own comfort and peace of mind. But that's not like criticism, it's just like something I've thought before, but I do understand it, and I guess that's I think I just realized this like in the past 60 seconds or so, like that is how I feel, and I do feel that way about these videos a lot. If there's any possible way that Jamison can know, I want him to know. I want him to know that I love him and that it's important to me. I want him to know that it is important to me that he knows that I love him, because I want him to really know that he's loved. I think he knew that when he was alive already. I think he knew. I think he was aware. And yeah, if it's possible for him to know now, then I hope he does. I hope he can get all this. Okay, I have talked enough, and this video is going to be a lot longer than I meant for it to be. But, okay. Okay. So right now it's after midnight. It's 1:59 a.m. on Tuesday, November 10th. So it's actually Jamison's birthday in Korea. Not in America yet, but I'm in the future. One of the times that I told Jamison happy birthday on Facebook, he we joked about that. He was like, "Wow, you're in the future, so exotic," or something. I forgot what he said exactly, but yeah, so earlier tonight we celebrated Bobby's birthday. He turned 26. His birthday's on the 9th. Went to get some Korean barbecue and then went to Baskin Robbins, and I got Mabopsa Halloween, which it means Wizard's Halloween. That's the name of the ice cream flavor. It was like minty with Pop Rocks in it. It's pretty good. And I recorded what I was about to say, but it didn't turn out great because of the audio. But so one of the times when I was in college, and Jamison's birthday was coming up, or it might have been that day, so I don't know why I was going to do something with the family later, I forget, but I mentioned it to my friends. And I had a friend named Brent Hall, who he and Jamison didn't know each other. So, yeah, I mentioned this to my friends Brent and Kenny, and Brent was like, "Tell him happy birthday from Brent Hall," which, if you knew Brent, you just the weird, just the very plain way he said that. And then Kenny and Jamison were familiar with each other, and Kenny was like, "Tell him I said happy birthday from his pal Kenny Danduran." I've always thought that was really funny. From his pal. So yeah, I don't know, it's just birthday related stuff, and I wanted to say that. And I just wanted to record something on Jamison's actual birthday. I gotta stop with these. Oftentimes I try to make sure that if I'm doing a video for a specific date, or, the date is somehow important, I, like, the days leading up to it, it becomes like crunch time, and my life centers around that, and I invariably stay up pretty late, trying to get the video ready to be uploaded, because I'm like OCD, I want it to appear on YouTube forever as having been uploaded on that date. So like I want Jamison's birthday video to be on his actual birthday, and I wanted the anniversary of his death videos to be on the actual anniversary of his death. I'm really tired. And that's why it was so frustrating when YouTube messed up the upload. It's still sitting there the first one I uploaded is still sitting there at 360p. They just messed up on that one. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. But I gotta stop with this. It's always like stressful, and I lose sleep every time it happens. Luckily, I think I'm kind of done with like having to do that much. Anyway. Happy birthday, Jamison. If you were still alive, you would have been 28. 28 was a good year for me. For the most part, first half of 28 was really great for me. Second half of 28 was okay. It was exciting in parts. Jamison will never be 28. 28, like... It sounds like, what a nice sounding number. I don't know, I remember 28 pretty fondly. I just wish Jamison had more time to enjoy his adulthood and grow and learn things and be satisfied with how things were turning out. But I mean, I've already been over a lot of that, and there's not really a whole lot new to be said about it, I guess. So I'll just say happy birthday, Jamison. I love you. November is a heck of a month for my family now, because I just had another memory. Friend of mine in high school, Bill Faust, he came to my house once. I don't think it was around his birthday, but he and Jamison had the same birthday, November 10th. And one of the times he came to my house, he just kind of had a weird sense of humor, and Jamison was a little, like, still kind of, like, shy and didn't know. Like, Bill would have been 16 or 17, so Jamison probably would have been, like, 13 at that point. I don't know. Bill was a little bit younger than me, but anyway, yeah, Bill... So he met Jamison for the first time, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, can I have a hug or something?" And I don't know, Jamison just kind of didn't say anything to it. I just remembered that. Wanted to throw in it's Jamison memories, but yeah, November is a heck of a month for my family because it's my birthday. My birthday is the 25th. Jamison's birthday. Two of our aunts died in November. My mom's younger sister, Hope, died in 2015 in November. And then my dad's older sister, Donna, died in 2016 in November. I'm not really one to get really sad when anniversaries come around, like, oh no, this is the month, this is November, this is the month when the bad thing happened. Well, I guess for me it would more be like June, like, oh, this is the month when Jamison died. Like, I don't really get it, because it's not like I'm thinking about it all year long anyway. So I'm thinking about it all the time. So when the actual month comes around, like I really don't understand. It seems like it's like a societal imperative. Like, people just assume that you're going to be thinking about it more, and so that you should be more sad. And then I think some people maybe operate where they know that that's assumed, and so then they do think about it more, and then they do feel sadder. It's like, oh no, it's the 1 year anniversary, so around this time of year I think about the fact that he died and it makes me sad. But no, like, I always think about the fact that he died. I am every day. So I'm not saying be less sad about it on the actual month. I just don't understand why that particular month suddenly amplifies the feeling. I'm not saying it's wrong to feel sadder, I just don't understand it. Anyway, it's late, and I have to like finish recording this and then put this exact video into the timeline over here and then finish the file. I'm gonna go down this road. Okay. Happy birthday, Jamison. Oh, I always do this. I got a card. I got a birthday card. I recently bought some Minecraft Legos for my girlfriend's nephews. Legos are really expensive. I was kind of shocked. And I got them birthday cards. And I wound up with some leftover cards and envelopes because they come in 2 packs. So I thought about writing Jamison a birthday card as a symbolic gesture for this video, but then I thought like, no, that'd be kind of showy. Like, I never really gave him birthday cards when we were kids or when he was alive. I would say something to him. I wouldn't really do that. So I don't want to, if I'm going to do like some kind of gesture, I want it to be in line with how we actually were with each other. I've talked about that, like getting the Fox amiibo because he liked playing Fox and Smash Brothers, stuff like that. There's stuff I'll do, but no, getting a birthday card, it just feels a little like, what's something I can do for my video, and I don't want to ever do stuff like that unless it's real and genuine and fits with the actual like dynamic that Jamison and I had with each other. So I'm not going to write him a birthday card. I'm going to make him a video instead. I'm going to make something. Yeah, okay. Happy birthday, Jamison.